From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The Patriots at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to about the 32.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Touchdown! Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
17-0 our score after 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And this one is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Jones. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Wilson going to throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing, Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right.
And now here's another interception. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Quick throw now complete to Ross. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Quickly into the hands of Mims. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And caught by Henry. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
back to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down.
Come on, set.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, Wilson. And this one complete again to Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
In motion right is Wilson. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. To throw again is Wilson. Able to connect with Mims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now And all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
He's got the first down and more than that. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again here, Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A give to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last shot for Wilson. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. At the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2 points.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.